I played BombRush CyberFunk, and this is my favorite game that I played this year so far. What is BombRush CyberFunk? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's an indie game from Team Reptile and is based and inspired by an older series called Jet Set Radio. This series was known for its unique shell-shaded graphics, a focus on graffiti and street skating, and one of my favorite soundtracks in all of gaming. You'll immediately notice that when looking at BombRush CyberFunk, the graphical style mimics this series, and they even grabbed Hideki Naganuma, who composed a lot of the tracks for the Jet Set Radio series. So what's the story about? The biggest surprise of this game is the story and just how unique it is. Without going into spoiler territory, we'll keep it simple. It's set in a world where humans can use cybernetic enhancements to change and enhance their body parts. There's different riders, also known as graffiti artists, who are just trying to become the best in their whole entire turf. They're trying to become something called All City, which is what your crew is also focused on. All City just means that you can have control over all the districts and boroughs within the city. Yeah, it sounds a little confusing, but at the end, it ends up being a pretty crucial part of this game. It's just a very unique concept that you can't really explain until you've experienced it. But definitely a highlight of the game. I had to give the story an 8 out of 10 because it legitimately surprised me for how good it was. And I expected it to be incredibly bare bones just to get the gameplay across. Now let's jump into the gameplay. I absolutely loved it. If you have played any of these other style of skating games, like I've mentioned, Jet Set Radio, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, any of these BMX, snowboarding games, there's going to be a little bit of a natural nostalgia feel to BombRush CyberFunk. And the whole gameplay loop is just primarily focused on going around, spraying different parts of the city while claiming your turf. While this happens, you have this crazy set of cops that are chasing you, kind of like Grand Theft Auto style, where your stars build up and they're trying to get you. I don't know why they're so mad at you. The game system is pretty simple. With just like any of these type of games, you have your combo system where you're doing a lot of tricks in the air. You're using these enhanced boosts that your jetpacks and skates have to get around. You can combo into different things. You can do manuals. You can do it all. But it's done in a very simplistic way to where it doesn't ever feel overwhelming. And when you actually pull this stuff off, there's a lot of satisfaction to it. So you can do wall grinds, you can do boost combos, you can do your standard grinding. I've already mentioned the manuals. It just makes you feel really cool while you're doing it. And you also have different choices between your skateboard, your bike, or your roller skates. The only difference being the combos, but they fundamentally play exactly the same. I wish this game would have actually taken a little bit more to put into making a difference between these three, but I think for now it's a very good fit and you can just pretty much play your favorite. I love the skates personally because it makes me feel like I'm playing some of the older games, the Jet Set Radios I've mentioned plenty times before. One other thing is that you can actually throw hands in this game with the police. You have a combination of kicks, punches, flips, different things like that. However, I do think it comes a little stale after a while because the cops seem very non-responsive and there's not a lot of oomph and feel to the moves that you're hitting these folks with. I wish that was something that they could definitely improve on too, adding a little bit more sound to each impact and hit when you're attacking. I think that would actually fix a lot of the issues involving fighting the cops. Despite what I said, gameplay, 9 out of 10. Because at the end of the day, you want to skate and you want to blast the great music, which by the way, this game has one of the best soundtracks that I've heard in who knows how long. I've been bumping this consistently. I already mentioned they pulled the composer from Jet Set Radio. And if you like the early 2000 style of songs, or you like some of those repetitive techno songs that just have really catchy choruses, like you're right at home, you even got your rap, your hip hop influenced songs. It's just a variety. It's a good mix. And 47 out of 10 is what the music gets. It's just overall too good to ignore, dude. Overall, my verdict of this game is that you definitely should try it out. If you're looking for something fun and unique that's outside of the realm of, you know, what everybody else has been playing. It gives you a break from the shooters. It gives you a break from the RPGs, even some of the other action games, the MOBAs. Fortnite, whatever you're playing. So I think this is definitely worth it. I played it on the Switch. It's available on all consoles now as of a few days ago, and I definitely recommend just getting it for your favorite console. It runs well on the Switch, 60 FPS mode, and of course it'll always run full speed on the other consoles. But once again, I hope you enjoyed it. It's one of the few games I've actually beaten this year, and y'all know how bad I am, but that's all I got for y'all, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this. It was super fun. It's a review I've been trying to get out for a while. If you have other videos and other requests on things for me to talk about, let me know in the comments section below. And I appreciate y'all, and I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Peace out and deuces, y'all.